Rigid man. Yeah, stuffy, sure.
Yeah, I don't like angles. Slouch back
There
down.
you go.
Back to my normal ways. Uh,
It's better for the mic.
Yeah, it is. I could speak directly into the mic. Matthew, I sent you a link the other day
Oh, I did see that.
for a coupon.
Yeah.
What came of that, Matthew?
It was a Groupon
Yeah.
for
And I've had good and bad luck with Groupon, so I didn't know how it was going to play out, but I figured I'd share that with you anyway.
Yeah, I thank you for that. I checked it out and I was interested. It was for my leg.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you may know. Some of you may not know. I've been having leg issues as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Varicose veins.
You have big veins in your legs.
Big old veins in my legs.
Yeah.
And, I don't think it's medically damaging so much as cosmetically unappealing.
But no. You saw a doctor and they're
I did.
yeah, you've got a higher chance of heart attack or things like that, right?
Oh yeah, blood clots, all that. But,
Yeah,
but
and
later on,
and you're just sucking down salt at the same time. So this is this is a recipe for disaster.
It is. But I don't think doctors really are recognizing it. Like, it's not covered in medical Medicare or anything like that. It's not covered.
Yeah,
Because it's cosmetic, and you got to go to
something needs to go wrong before they'll fix it.
Oh yeah. You got to go to like a beautician to get this stuff fixed.
Matthew, I feel like you should go to a beautician. I feel like it would be a fancy day.
Yeah,
You go to a beautician, they make you beautiful.
you got a couple of leg injections.
Ooh,
But and then whatever they do to beautify people.
yeah.
I can get some of that done.
Get some fish to eat your feet.
No,
You don't want to have fish eat your feet?
I'm not at that level yet.
No,
What
maybe. Would you be willing to do that together? If we go to a spa and stick our feet in a fish pool?
If we can find a place that'll let us eat a burger while we do it, then yes.
Interesting. Okay,
Um,
that sounds like a birthday kind of day for me.
letting fish eat your feet,
While I eat a burger, that sounds lovely.
luxurious.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, Sebastian, I did not opt for this discount surgery that you presented to me. This like 80% off Groupon laser treatment for my varicose veins, because I mean that's what it is, right? It's a discount surgery. I don't have faith in it.
Yeah, I mean, it is a discount on surgery. You make it sound like it's
Like a back alley surgery.
like Giant Tiger surgery, like dollar store surgery.
Like when Giant Tiger needs to get rid of their milk because it's expiring. And
Yeah.
they're given a real cheap price. I don't know how it relates to my legs, but I don't know if I want that rush job.
Matthew, you've gone through many other procedures. For a while, you were
Yeah.
part of your income was doing medical testing.
Oh, it was all my income.
It was all your income.
That was a year's worth of not working and just raking it in.
So please explain to me some of this medical testing you did. I'm always curious about this stuff.
Well, I want to know what your impression of medical testing is when you...
I imagine you go into a room and they strap you down and like pour some pills in your mouth and see what happens. Maybe steal some of your blood to be like, did it do what we thought? No.
Steal some of your blood?
Well, you're strapped down. You're not just giving it away by like choice. You're strapped down. They just stick a needle in you and suck some out.
I guess I'd rather that.
Shake it around, hold it up to a light and go, oh no, that's not good. And then they leave the room and leave you looking around going, oh no. What does that mean?
What does that mean? No, I guess I'd rather that than them just sneaking in the middle of the night to steal some blood.
Yeah.
And they do that. They do steal your blood in the middle of the night.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Okay, please tell me what like a normal weekend or whatever at the medical testing center is like.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you the first one I ever did.
Mm-hmm.
It was to test the acidity in your stomach, like your stomach acids.
Okay.
And it was the tablet they were giving you was an antacid.
Oh, okay.
It was like a Tums.
Yeah. But it was a new kind, so they had to test it on humans.
Yes, exactly. They were cross-checking it with another tablet that was already out on the market.
Got it.
So I went in there, $4,000.
Wow.
For just a couple of weekends, a little bit of blood. They gotta take some blood samples out of you, and you stay there for the weekend, 3 times, and a bunch of return visits. But you're pretty much just living there for the weekend.
So what do you do while you're there? You read books?
Well, they take a lot of blood, so it's very hard to to stay away and to move around.
Do they just give you a couch and some cookies?
Oh no, you can't eat.
Oh really?
No.
How are you going to regenerate blood?
I'm painting a bad picture of this. You can eat. In fact, you have to eat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, whatever they give you, you got to eat it all. That's the only way, because they want everyone to have the same experience. But it's not bad food.
Same experience. You make it sound like a lovely hotel stay, but no, it's eat this food because we'll be taking a lot of your blood.
Yeah, I mean, I say a lot, and what's a lot to you?
I don't know.
In a weekend, how many vials of blood would you be willing to give up?
Vials? How much is in a vial?
Well, picture a test tube, like a. I can't be any more specific than that.
For $4,000, how many test tubes of blood would I give up? Ideally, I'd say 8 or 10.
Oh man, I got gypped then.
Because my body, I know my body doesn't like giving blood away.
No,
I get very pale, and everyone gets concerned and says no more blood taking from him.
Give him a cookie.
Give him a cookie and send him on his way. Yeah, before we don't want to lose another one here today.
Yeah, like make sure he passes out on the street, not in our building. No, they took 56.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no catheter either. So
what?
Well, catheter, no blood catheter, not
got it.
Urinary catheter. No, it's a. Sometimes when they take blood from the arm, they can just leave it in.
Yeah.
And then come and fill it up at their leisure.
Yeah.
This one was very specific, no catheter. So just every time a new little prick at the end.
So they pricked you 52 times in the arm to steal your blood?
Oh, yeah, they didn't get it every time. So I'd say more like 70.
God.
I got really used to needles by the end of it.
Oh, man. Oh, that's giving me shivers. I don't like getting a needle for anything. I look the other way when they're giving me the needle.
Yeah, I started getting really used to it.
Like, hey, flu shot time. I go, oh, let me look over to the other side. Oh.
I started really looking at it. I was like, it was remarkable. Blood just pours out of me. Just like that. A little jab and then life.
Okay, so 50 plus vials of blood.
Yeah. I looked like so many track marks on my arms. I looked like a drug addict. I had to wear long sleeves.
Oh, boy, Matthew.
Because I was bruised everywhere.
For sure.
So it's basically that, and then in the meantime, I'm.
Wait a second. They took 50 plus vials of blood to check an antacid?
Well, they want to see how long the medication stays in the bloodstream.
I feel like they could just ask you if you got heartburn right now or not.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get to the worst part of this. There's more. No. It's for that one in particular. The reason it was so much is because they stick a tube up your nose, down the back of your throat.
Oh, man.
And into your stomach, and it sits there for 48 hours.
What? Okay, so they're stealing all your blood.
Yeah.
You've got a tube through your nose, down your throat, and you're too tired to do anything. This sounds awful, Matthew. This sounds like a living nightmare.
I wasn't too tired. I mean, I played Risk with some people, and
How are you even able to talk?
No, I was able to talk.
How?
It was hard to swallow because I had a tube running down the back of my throat.
Oh my gosh.
But it wasn't bad. A lot of people opted out. They were like, oh, I can't do it. And I was like, I'll do it. Stick that tube up my nose. I'll start pouring tears as it activates those tear ducts.
Yeah, one time I had a Q-tip up my nose, same thing.
Yeah. But you just got to keep swallowing. You get it down. All of a sudden, it's just part of you.
Oh, God, Matthew, this sounds awful.
And they had a whole binder of movies, DVDs, burnt copies of DVDs too.
Suspicious.
They were all just written on with a marker.
That's suspicious.
Yeah. So I watched a lot of movies. I played a lot of Risk, and I slept a lot. But they would come in the middle of the night and take your blood. That's how you'd wake up. It's a rude awakening.
Yeah.
When somebody's.
Do they knock or do they just poop? Just poke into your arm?
They wake you up.
Okay.
It's a real quick transaction. So it's like, hey, wake up. Taking that blood.
Oh,
and
my
they
God.
leave, and it's in the dark, too. They have a little flashlight.
Oh, my God.
And they're getting you. I made a little fort.
Do you have your own room?
No. You sleep with 10 guys.
Oh, this is awful.
In bunk beds. And I started this thing, and it picked up where I made a little fort.
Yeah?
I took extra sheets from some of the other bunks.
Sure.
And I made a whole little fort where I was enclosed in sheets and pillows, and I hung out in there for quite a while.
This sounds like an insane asylum, Matthew. Were you in an insane asylum?
No, I was not. I was not in an insane asylum. I was helping out the medical world by testing this drug. Now, there are certain ones that I would not do. Some people, I heard horror stories. Some people were like, "Oh, something like this I'll do," but other ones I got. Somebody had done a.
Were you drawing the line?
I don't know. I think brain stuff.
Oh boy!
Because somebody went in there for Alzheimer's medication.
Yeah.
And they said that whole weekend was a blur. They just remember being wheeled around in a wheelchair, drooling a lot, and people stabbing them with stuff, and they really couldn't remember, and they just couldn't, like, stabbing them with needles to take blood, but they just couldn't remember anything other than just glimpses into this horrific world, and then going back to sleep. And it's like, yeah, I'll never do that again.
I mean, I remember sometimes hearing ads for this medical testing stuff. I figure, I'm going to try a new headache pill. I go, nope, no headache. I just hang out for the evening.
Yeah,
but this sounds like a nightmare.
You got to pick and choose them.
I guess. Jeez. I guess the big money goes to the more nightmarish things.
Yes, the ones that are. Anyway, the one I had, the company I went with no longer tests on humans.
So my burger today was I went with a Sloppy Joe. I figured it's close enough to a burger, really. Well, it said Sloppy Joe hamburger, so I figured it's a burger. It counts. And you know what? I hadn't had a Sloppy Joe in so long that it just sounded like such a great idea. I asked them if there was anything in their Sloppy Joe. They said no. And
just
I said,
the slop.
Just the slop. And they said no. I said, put some cheese in there. It's going to be just like the burgers my mama used to make.
Yeah. Was it just like the burgers your mom made? And did you eat those burgers with a knife and fork as well? Because I noticed that you didn't eat this burger in the traditional burger eating Sebastien way.
It's too sloppy.
Well, she brought you extra napkins.
That's true. Didn't need them. Didn't use any napkins because I used a knife and fork.
No.
Like a dignified gentleman.
I suppose.
How'd you like your burger, Matthew?
I liked it a lot. I don't think I even mentioned what I ordered.
No.
I ordered, it was called the
We're about 40 minutes into the show, and we're just beginning to describe our burgers.
It was the Westmount burger.
The local burger, the local flavor.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if this accurately portrayed Westmount.
Yeah, did it
in
taste
burger
like
form?
Did it taste like an old, wealthy English neighborhood of Montreal?
Yeah, it did. There was brie, and I think once you put a little bit of brie on there, it's you're stepping it up.
Yeah, okay.
Because whenever I go to like an older person's place, they're always serving brie.
You find is that the case?
Yeah, if you've got a little bit of money to spend, you're serving brie.
Okay.
That's how you know you're in the right place.
Yeah, okay.
And this burger had 2 pieces of brie. It had some mandarins.
Yes.
On there, little sweet orangey things. What I can tell,
citrus fruits.
Yeah. A whole big chunk of onion.
Yeah, just a nice thick slice of an onion.
I thought it was too much. I wasn't even going to put it in.
I'm crazy for onion, but you put a little mayonnaise on your burger,
mayonnaise, and then you
were looking at that thick piece of onion, thinking what to do, and you just bit the bullet, put the whole thing in there.
Yeah, and you know what? This was delightful. I said it once before with the peach burger, but I think those peaches were hot.
Yes, that's right. They were spicy fried peaches.
Yeah, the McKibben's Peach Fest burger.
The hashtag Le Burger Week offering from McKibben's.
Yeah. So this was a nice reminder of that. But these little mandarins, Sebastien, they were cold. And it was nice. It was nice to bite into everything hot, except for the onion. And those little explosions of cold mixed in with the meat. Real nice. Tasted real sweet. The only thing I would say is that the burger itself lacked a bit of salt, and I know you got to take that with a grain of salt coming from me.
Yeah, you are the salt man.
But I think there was something lacking in that patty itself.
Interesting. My burger, Sloppy Joe burger, was all right. Nothing crazy really. The I believe it was a half-pound beef patty. It was a nice wide burger that they serve at Chez Nick's. Um, I guess I should have known